Welcome back, guys. It's Toby again. So, I'm gonna watch a couple horror videos today. But if you want me to do anything, if you want me to do like to watch 1 hour of, if you want me to watch 1 hour of horror videos at night, tell me. It's not nighttime yet. It's still morning. Kinda. It's Alexa, what time's it? Alexa, what time's it? It's 4:14 right now. But yeah.
Jonathan Javier Molina works as an EMT in Mendoza Province, Argentina. One night after finishing a late shift, he's sitting just inside the hospital corridor when he notices something very strange. He thinks he keeps seeing someone sitting inside his car. He pulls out his phone and starts recording, and what he captures is truly bizarre.
Estamos en este momento en nuestro hospital, escuchamos un golpe y nos dimos vuelta porque dijimos, bueno, ¿quién está entrando? Cuestión de que no hay nadie atrás nuestro. Y
Jonathan Javier Molina works as an EMT in Mendoza Province, Argentina. One night after finishing a late shift, he's sitting just inside the hospital corridor when he notices something very strange. He thinks he keeps seeing someone sitting inside his car. He pulls out his phone and starts recording, and what he captures is truly bizarre.
estamos en este momento en nuestro hospital, escuchamos un golpe y nos dimos vuelta porque dijimos, bueno, ¿quién está entrando? Cuestión de que no hay nadie atrás nuestro.
See it? Do you see that? That's what is.
Y miramos dentro del auto y dijimos, oh, ¿es el auto? ¿Qué mierda es? Lo peor de todo es que no queremos salir. Un miedo, una puta madre. Lo peor de todo es que se mueve adentro del auto y no hay nadie. O sea, ahora vamos a ir a controlar el auto. Pero parece como si fuese un reflejo. La puta madre.
Oh, do you see it? Do you see it? It's moving.
No. Ya salimos rápido para que vean que no es mentira. Mamá, la piel de gallina, hermano. Piel de gallina. Cagazo.
I'll break it up. I will be throwing up.
Nadie. Nadie. Un montón. Es un montón. Mierda. encima no mira la puta que te parió.
Look at the big. See it? Look at that.
No, chavo. No.
I'm not going that car. I'm not going that car ever. We're just...
Jonathan films through the glass doors and spots a pale, translucent figure just sitting in the passenger seat of his car. It's faint, but the shape is clearly there. He goes outside to check, opening both the front and back doors and showing the empty interior. He even pans around to prove that no one is nearby. But after going back inside, he looks back out at his car and is shocked when whatever it is appears in his car again. This time, it seems to be staring right at him. So, did Jonathan capture a ghost outside the hospital trying to hitch a ride? And if not, then just what is this? Let me know what you think.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is the first look at...
And if not, then just what is this? Let me know what you think. Graveyard shift. A security guard working the overnight shift at a cemetery decides to film a quick video for his brother-in-law, just to show him how creepy the place is after dark. He heads into the on-site crematorium to do a little filming, and that's when things get weird.
Lights, they turn off automatically at a certain hour. And I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna walk you through I have a friend that works that he would see and hear things coming from these furnaces when they're burning the bodies. So when I'm walking through here, they usually put the urn cells to send to the families. So when I'm walking here at night, I walk right by these urns that they put on these tables here. And then I come down, freaking out.
Ashes. If you guys don't know what ashes are, they are
As he walks deeper into the room where the bodies are cremated, the audio on his phone starts to glitch. Then he freezes as he hears a sharp clinking sound from somewhere nearby. He turns the camera and that's when he notices one of the urns. An urn that actually has someone's ashes inside, and the lid is moving. It slowly tips upward like something inside is trying to get out. And with that, he decides he's seen about enough. He starts heading for the exit when he notices movement again, this time in the doorway. The curtains are swaying even though the air in the room is still. And then, clear as day, something pushes them open from the other side. And that's it. The guard just makes a run for it. So, is something lingering inside the cemetery's crematorium? Are the spirits of the departed not really departing? Let me know. The Transparent Trespasser. A Florida live streamer named Michael mostly posts gaming content on his social media. He's not a ghost hunter, and he's definitely never filmed anything paranormal. Until now. Michael says his mom has been complaining that something keeps waking her up by tapping on the bedroom window every morning before sunrise. He says his dad brushed it off at first because the window faces their backyard, which is surrounded by a gated and locked 7-foot fence. Nothing should be getting back there. Eventually, after hearing the complaints a few too many times, Michael's dad sets up a camera pointing out the bedroom window. What he captures chills him to his core.
Alright, look, starting up. The security light turns on. It picks up. And then it walks back. It's at the corner of the house. You see him walk?
I found it. It's walking right there.
It's like a short guy. And then you see the trees move. Y los árboles se mueven.
Y camina, es una persona, no una persona chiquitica.
At 4:27 a.m., long before sunrise, a small translucent figure strolls through the backyard along the tree line. Now, normally I'd just say it's a little kid and probably some bad camera compression, but something about this figure seems a bit off. It doesn't really move like a child, but more like a very small adult, maybe 3 to 4 feet tall. And also, why would a child climb a 7-foot fence at 4:27 a.m. just to wander around someone's backyard? So what did Michael's dad capture here? A spirit, a duende, a gnome, or just one very strange camera glitch? As always, you decide. Run through the jungle. Over on the YouTube channel, Josh the Intern, creator Josh McCartney films his outdoor travel and adventure as he explores the world. In one video, Josh heads deep into the jungles of Sri Lanka in search of one of the country's oldest prehistoric sites, the Belalina Cave, also known as the, quote, Cannibal Cave. As Josh treks further into the jungle, 2 men suddenly step out from somewhere in the brush, and they begin following him. They match his pace, and they stop when he stops. Eventually, they catch up, and one of the men tells Josh that he should follow them because they, quote, want to show him something. Josh immediately gets uneasy and decides to start filming.
I've been joined by some friends. They're showing me around. Very cool. I thought it was a bit strange that as soon as I began filming, they moved out of the shot. But I tried to ignore them and stayed focused on filming the cave I'd worked so hard to reach. Yet every time I lowered the camera, they would tell me to follow them as they wanted to show me something. At this point, I did feel quite uncomfortable, but I decided to give them the benefit of the doubt. I think these guys want to show me something. Alright. We're going this way? But when I finally saw what they wanted to show me, everything changed. It was an abandoned house, and they wanted me to go in first. Okay, I'll follow you after you. And at this point, out of the corner of my eye, I noticed one of the men was moving behind me. And at that moment, my gut instinct kicked in loud and clear. Get out now. I'm just gonna get one more shot, okay? One more shot. Oh, sorry, I just shooting, filming, and doing more. And then I'll come, okay? I stayed calm, acted like I wasn't suspicious, and slowly walked back towards the entrance. But it seemed like they didn't want me to leave. I'll come soon, I just want to shoot this. But you go, I'll stay. And then I come later. I'm just filming everything. Okay? Okay. So I pretended to take the shot, and when I saw they were distracted, I made my move.
Yo, what is up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to install BeamNG driver on your iOS or Android device. This game is a lot of...
So I pretended to take the shot, and when I saw they were distracted, I made my move. At first, I walked at a normal pace. As off camera, I had told them I'd forgotten something on the trail, but then I heard footsteps coming after me, and that's when I ran. Oh, I'm gonna have a sit. Alright guys, so I have made it to safety. I wanted to wait until I was off the isolated road because there's only one way up and one way down to that cave. The adrenaline is rushed out of me. I ran down that mountain. That's why I'm very, very sweaty.
Josh says that in his travels in Sri Lanka, most of the people he's met have been very friendly. But this encounter just seemed different.
What I would say, is they could be extremely friendly and they just genuinely wanted to show me something in that abandoned house. And I just so happened to walk by and they're like, we're going up there anyway, we'll show him something. And I've had those experiences here in Sri Lanka where locals want to show me something and they're super friendly and lovely. This to me just didn't feel like that. And so I was better safe than sorry, and so I got out of there. This is a decision that I made. These guys could have been nice and genuinely wanting to show me something. That is just not what I felt in the moment, and I've just got to trust that gut instinct, especially when I'm out there, remote, on my own. I've just got to trust my gut, and so that's what I did.
Now, honestly, Josh is a little more optimistic than me, because I don't think there's a chance in hell that these guys were up to anything good. But, hey, let me know what you think. Were these guys just being friendly? Or was Josh about 2 seconds away from something horrible? The wax shaman. Maria Sabina was a revered shaman and spiritual healer from Oaxaca, Mexico. Maria's fame in the West and the attention it brought upset her local community, and she suffered because of it. She was an outcast to her neighbors. Her house was burned down, and her son was killed. Maria Sabina died in poverty at the age of 90, suffering from malnutrition. As part of an exhibit on witchcraft, the Ocampo Museum in Guadalajara, Mexico displayed a
Quick, I'm pausing this. Something, there was like a alert or something.
very lifelike figure of Maria Sabina. But soon after it went up, visitors began to complain, saying the figure moved or even tried to grab them. The following creepy video was recorded by one of the very frightened museum visitors. The wax figure of Maria Sabina appears to quickly turn its head and look directly at the man. And as you might expect, he just freaks right out. The man showed his video to museum manager Ricardo Barbosa, who posted it online, and it immediately went viral. Ricardo posted a second video to prove that the wax figure of Maria Sabina is definitely not supposed to move.
¿Qué onda, amigo? No manejo nada de mecatrónica. Es una figura totalmente en cera. Mira, es una pieza total, rígida, no se puede manipular. Te digo, no tiene nada, te muestro. No hay cables, no hay nada, no es un robot. Es una figura totalmente en cera.
Museum manager Ricardo Barbosa shows that the wax figure is completely solid and immovable. It contains no gears, no wires, and no motorized parts. It's just a wax figure that should not move at all. So what do you think happened here? Let me know down in the comments. Secret roommate. Haley and her friends are staying in an Airbnb with their moms when they discover something very strange. A secret door hidden under a rug at the bottom of the stairs.
And I wanted to open it to see what was down there. So then I got my phone because I wanted to get a video of me going down there to see what was down there because it was actually creepy.
Haley starts to record as they open the hidden door, revealing a dark cellar beneath the house.
We found a secret door underneath.
So it turns out someone is living down there. A woman's voice suddenly yells up at them from somewhere in the darkness.
Who got trapped down there?
got one dead. Hey, fat hooligan! Now, they say they have no idea who was living in the cellar, but I have an idea. It was the owner. That's what I think. Because I featured several videos on this channel of weird people who rent out their house and then just secretly hide inside somewhere.
What the hell?
You're the people that I let the house to, right?
Yeah.
You're here all day?
Yeah, who are you?
I own the house. I'm Richard. You don't mind, but...
Well, no, but it's a bit weird. What's happening? What's happening here?
Look, this should be no problem. I'm not going to interfere with you.
But you're interfering with me now.
No.
And where's your clothes gone? Where's your clothes?
They're in the washing machine.
So, next time you stay at an Airbnb, just be aware that the creepy owner might just be living inside there with you. And that is truly disturbing. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. Living doll. TikTok user Chiki Chica says that her granddad collects old antique dolls and mannequins, something that really creeps her out when she goes to visit her grandparents. One night, she's busy on her laptop in a room full of those old dolls, when suddenly she sees something that chills her to her core.
This thing just moved.
Screaming about the Dallas Cowboys and Stephen Corbin in this organization. So again, kudos to the Cowboys going on the road, getting a good win. See how we react. There's a saying in golf: there's no pictures on the scorecard. If you're down, you don't care if it's like $5 or you're just happy that you moved to 2-2. The injury to Parsons and at this point, he just let life go.
I'm pumping up.
Are you real? You can do it again. I won't watch.
First, Chica is freaked out by the creepy doll and walks out of the room, and the door just slowly swings shut behind her. But she goes back in and tries to get the doll to move again, and it does. In the mirror, you can clearly see the doll's hand move across its knee. But did you see it? Just before the doll's hand moves, a strange shadow passes across the wall, moving toward the old doll. So is this bizarre old antique doll haunted by the spirit of one of its former owners? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Pulled under. In Indonesia, a little girl named Zaina and her brother are playing in their bedroom as the family security camera quietly records. But as the little girl crawls across the floor, something seems to pull her. Zaina's mother, who was away at work, later watches.
Sorry about that, guys. My camera just died. Almost. That's it. Bye.